Caliban Prime is here, and I've already cracked them. Watch this. So what are your thoughts on Caliban Prime? I think he is super fun, and this build makes him absolutely crack. I'm talking Steel Path Endurance, Endless Energy Sustain, and Viral Damage buffs. I mean, what else can you ask for? His summons come over and take over the tile sets. People said Caliban was clunky and mid-tier, but with this setup, he finally feels like a sentient monster. Caliban's kit starts with Lethal Progency, his third ability. So what you're gonna do is tap 3 until you get to Ortholis and summon them. With my 128% duration, they last just under a minute before you need a refresh. And these little sentient drones do 3 key things. The first one is they draw aggro. They keep enemies busy and away from you. They restore shields. Every attack they land or take feeds your shield gate. And they also spread Tau procs, stacking Caliban's passive vulnerability, which makes enemies more susceptible to status DPS. And since I run in Summoner's Wrath, they also get scaled damage bonuses, hitting far harder than normal summons. They're your frontline tank and shield battery rolled into one. And that's not all. Next is Razor Gyre, Caliban's first ability. By default, Razor Gyre is a spin attack that feels clunky and underwhelming. But with the Razor Mortar augment, Razor Gyre transforms into the engine of this build. And here's how that happens. At 45% efficiency with Blind Rage, Razor Gyre looks expensive, but every enemy hit by Razor Gyre refunds energy. Combine that with Arcane Battery and you're actually generating more energy than you spend in big groups. With Razor Mortar Augment, Razor Gyre launches homing projectiles while spinning. These projectiles scale with your strength and deal AoE chip damage across the map. Every projectile from Razor Mortar procs Archon Stretch when it deals electricity damage, giving you passive energy regen on top of the Razor Gyre refunds. And then even on top of that, Razor Gyre itself restores shields every time you cast it, letting you reset shield gates on demand. So instead of being a weak spin move, Razor Gyre with Razor Mortar becomes your shield restore, your energy battery, your chip damage AoE, and your Archon Stretch trigger all at once. This one ability keeps the entire build online. Now let's talk about Sentient Wrath. This is his second ability. This is bread and butter crowd control and debuff. With 235% range on my build, Sentient Wrath slams entire rooms into the air and applies a 50% damage vulnerability debuff. That's massive because it's a final multiplier. Stack it with Nourish's viral buff, your weapon status effects, and armor strip, enemies under Sentient Wrath simply melt. In solo endurance, it keeps you safe by locking down mobs and giving you breathing room. In squad farming, it can slow spawns a bit, so if you're speed running, this is a slot you could helmet out, but for endurance Steel Path, Sentient Wrath is pure value. And now, the secret sauce of the build, the fourth ability, which I replaced with Norris. This one swap takes Caliban from decent to absolutely cracked. Infinite energy sustain, Norris fuels your energy loop alongside Razor Gyre and Archon Stretch. Viral damage buff, all of your weapons, your summons, and even your squad's weapons gain viral multipliers, doubling effective damage to enemy health. And then squad energy, Norris isn't just for you. It makes Caliban a full team buffer, turning him into a viral amp support frame that still has tank summons and massive CC. Stack Norris with Tau procs from Ortholis and Sentient Wrath's debuff, and enemies don't just die, they disintegrate instantly. So now let's hop into the build. We are not worrying about any shards, but if you do want shards, I would definitely recommend running 1 yellow for casting speed and also all red shards for strength. Then we are using Summoner's Wrath, Health Conversion, Archon Stretch. This is a must because of the lethal Progency. Whenever we are using Ortholis, it is doing non-stop electricity damage, and that pretty much helps with our energy pool. And then Overextended, Blind Rage, Continuity. It does not have to be Archon, I just don't have the Prime version. Transient Fortitude, Umbral Intensify, and then the most important star of the build, Razor Mortar. And as you can see here, the electricity damage is also on here as well, which helps out with stretch. Then I am also using Arcane Battery, and this goes into synergy with health conversion on the armor. And then I'm also using Molt Augmented, but to be honest, this is a flex arcane slot, but I think Molt Augmented is the best choice for it. And then I did Helmet Nourish into the 4th ability. So when it comes to level cap, your 1 is pretty much shield gating the entire time. So if you are spamming this the entire time, you can go pretty far levels, potentially even to level cap with this build. You may need to adjust a few mods just to get some more immunity, but this build is absolutely cracked and I am having an absolute blast using it. It might even be one of my favorite builds. But that will be it for the build, guys. So here are some hidden synergies for the build that you need to know. Razor Gyre Mortar and Archon Stretch. Mortar projectiles constantly proc stretch for free energy. And then Tau proc plus viral buff. Ortholis spread Tau debuff while Nourish adds viral. Together they create stacked multiplies for status DPS. For the shield gating loop, you cast Razor Gyre. It restores shields, and then Ortholis feeds more shields, which goes into infinite shield gating cycle. And then for the energy math, at 45% efficiency, Razor Gyre costs around 39 energy, but refunds 10 per enemy hit. Just 10 enemy hits equals profit. Add Norris plus Archon Stretch, and you're in infinite energy territory. I ran this build deep into Steel Path Endurance Survival, and it holds for well over an hour. Ortholis fall off at ultra high levels, but by then, they've already done their job, pulling aggro and keeping shields cycling. Between Razor Gyre mortar projectiles, Norris's viral buffs, Sentient Wrath's CC, plus debuff, and constant shield gating, Caliban Prime doesn't just survive endurance, he thrives in it. So that's my cracked Caliban Prime Nourish build with 235% range, 238% strength, Razor Gyre Mortar turning his first ability into an energy engine, and Nourish stacking viral buffs on top of everything. Caliban finally feels like the Sentient powerhouse he was always meant to be. So, tell me in the comments, are you swapping in Nourish, or are you swapping in Roar, or are you keeping in Caliban's stock kit? If you haven't already, go ahead and thumbs up the video and subscribe to the channel, and check out my cracked builds playlist that's in the description for more cracked builds. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.